Welcome to Med in 5. The goal of our channel is to simplify medical concepts and help you understand them quicker than a roller coaster ride. This episode explains the ribosomes, the cell's protein factories. Let's start with these practice questions. Which ribosomal subunit decodes mRNA? Where are amino acids linked together in the ribosomes? Which antibiotic groups target bacterial ribosomes? Buckle up! Ribosomes read messenger RNA and convert its code into a protein. Each set of 3 mRNA bases, called a codon, matches a specific amino acid. Ribosomes then link these amino acids together in the correct order, forming a polypeptide chain that will later fold into a protein. Free ribosomes float in the cytosol and produce proteins used inside the cell. Bound ribosomes attach to the rough endoplasmic reticulum and make proteins that are either secreted outside the cell, used in the cell membrane, or sent to lysosomes. Examples of exported or secreted proteins include insulin, which controls blood sugar levels, and antibodies for immunity. Examples of cell membrane proteins include ion channels like the calcium channels that help the heartbeat, and receptors like the acetylcholine receptor, critical to skeletal muscle contraction. Examples of lysosomal proteins include enzymes that digest cellular waste materials. Ribosomal RNA is made in the nucleolus. It forms the ribosome's core structure. rRNA helps position mRNA and transfer RNAs during the translation of the genetic code into various proteins. rRNA is also called a ribozyme because it doesn't just function as a structural component, it directly helps catalyze the formation of peptide bonds between amino acids during protein synthesis. This enzymatic ability comes from its specific folded 3D structure, which forms the ribosome's active site. Ribosomal proteins are made by free ribosomes. They help hold the rRNA in the correct shape and make the ribosome more stable and functional. Ribosomal subunits form from rRNA and ribosomal proteins working together. They're made in the nucleolus and then exported to the cytoplasm as separate small and large subunits. A functional ribosome with assembled subunits is denoted as 80S in eukaryotes and 70S in prokaryotes. The large subunit, denoted as 60S in eukaryotes like humans and 50S in prokaryotes like bacteria, is where amino acids are chemically joined together into a growing protein chain. It contains the peptidyl transferase center, the site that forms peptide bonds between amino acids. The small subunit, denoted as 40S in eukaryotes and 30S in prokaryotes, binds to mRNA and ensures the correct codons are read in order. The A, P, and E sites are the tRNA binding spots in the large subunit, with names corresponding to amino acyl or arrival, peptide, and exit. Together, they coordinate the step-by-step assembly of proteins. The A site brings in new tRNA with amino acids. The P site holds the growing protein chain. Between the A and P sites, the peptidyl transferase center stitches the new amino acid to the protein chain. The E site releases empty tRNA. Ribosomes vary depending on where they're found and what proteins they're meant to produce. In mitochondria, ribosomes are made using mitochondrial rRNA, transcribed from mitochondrial DNA inside the organelle. They're 55S to 70S and resemble bacterial ribosomes. Prokaryotic ribosomes, such as those in bacteria, are smaller than eukaryotic ribosomes, such as those found in human cells. Some antibiotics selectively inhibit bacterial protein synthesis, binding to bacterial ribosomes without affecting human ribosomes. Tetracyclines and aminoglycosides act on the 30S subunit, but not the 40S. Macrolides target the 50S, but not the 60S. Let's review. Which ribosomal subunit decodes mRNA? Answer: small subunit. Where are amino acids linked together in the ribosome? Answer: peptidyl transferase center. Which antibiotic groups target bacterial ribosomes? Answer: tetracyclines, macrolides, aminoglycosides. All spot on, top notch. If you found this vid useful, support us by tapping like, share, and subscribe. Check out the genetic code table in the description. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the next dose of Med in 5.